So hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this tutorial video, we are gonna learn about our CSS counters. So we are gonna start with our automatic number with counters. Okay. So there are let's just learn more theory about it. So CSS counters are like variables. The variables values can be incremented by CSS rules. Okay. So let's the following counters we will use here. Okay, the first one is our counter reset. It's create or reset a counters. Okay, now our second point counter increment. So it increments a counter's value. And our third point is content. It inserts a generated content. And now let's our fourth and last our counter or as a counters function. So is as the value of a counter to an element. So let's start with our code. Okay, to use a CSS counter, it must start with be created with a counter reset. Okay, you need to start with a counter reset. Okay, so let's just write a basic here. Let's write here h1 tag. Then let's write here baby tag. Let's save this file as I give them as a counter html. Okay, so now let's write down here. Let's write here h2 tag and let's write here home h2 tag. Let's write down here videos. Let's h2 tag close and let's write here shorts. Now let's move forward to our h2 tag and let's write down here our playlist. Okay, so this is a basic theory, basic code. Okay, then let's save. Okay, now we are gonna start with our first counter reset. You need to write down your it must be created with a counter reset first ever. Okay, so let's just write down in style tag. Let's give them style tag. Then you need to write down here body, entire body. Then let's write here counter reset this one. And let's give them as a name. Okay, then save. Okay, now let's also start with our let's see save and let's see our output. As you can see, this is our counter reset. Okay, now let's create a counter increment for our increments counters value for that. Okay, so for that we are going to take as example our h2 here. Okay, so now let's move forward to our h2 and we are going to write here our counter. You can also write, let's write down here as a before. Okay, then let's write down here our counter increment. This one I give them as a capital A name. Okay, then our content I give them number in double inverted comma you need to write. Then let's write down here counter and give them as a capital A. This is our counter A. Then I give them here as a jam. Okay, then let's this one as a close and let's see our output. As you can see, my number is in 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to space here, you can also do that if you want to. You just need to simply do that here, the space and then save. As you can see, this is how it look like. Number 1 is home, number 2 is videos, number 3 is shorts, and number 4 is playlist. You can also use our counter increment as a number. Okay, let's use our different type of as a capital A, ABCD or Romans number if you want to use. So let's take this as an example, as you can see, we use here A in counter. So let's add here comma and let's write down here lower dash Roman. Okay, then save. As you can see, my number is in Roman right now. If you want this in capitalized, you just need to write here higher, or as a, let's write here upper Roman, not higher. Sorry. As you can see, it's in capitalized mode, right? But if you want these in capitals, as a ABCD, okay. So let's write down here upper alpha. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, alpha. As you can see, capital A, capital E, capital C, and D. And if you want in second, then just write down here lower alpha, then it's A, B, C, D. Okay. So this is how it works here. Okay. Now let's move forward to our nesting counters. We are going to use here our nesting counters. Okay. So for that, we already write down here our H2 before. Okay. So let's just clear this one. Then save. Let's also add our this H1 tag. Okay. So let's add here our H1 as a counter reset as a capital B. We are gonna write here. And let's write down here H1 before. Okay. And let's write here counter as a increment, capitalize it. Then our content, our third point, we write here content and give them as a number. Okay. Then let's write down here counter and give them this capitalize a name. Okay, guys. If you want to dot here, you can also do that. Then let's save. Let's see our output. As you can see, our number one is in dot mode right now. And let's give them the space and save. As you can see, that is our space here. This is how is our nesting list. We can use multiples of it. Okay. Now let's move forward to our order list and unordered list. Okay, guys. So we are gonna use as a new example. So let's clear this one and let's write down a new one. So for that, let's open our OL tag and we are gonna write our li here and give them hey as a hi or anything. So let's just copy this one and paste it here. Okay. Now let's create one more OL tag here, order list. Okay. Then paste. Let's just cut this here and paste it here. If you want to write, let's just copy this one and paste and paste. Okay. If you want to add more OL tag here, you can also do that. So let's add more OL tag here. Okay. So let's add OL tag and give them paste, paste. Okay. This is one OL tag. Let's clear this one OL tag and let's write li tag here. Okay. So let's give them. Or if you want this in OL tag, you can also do that. Now let's see how it look like. Okay, guys. Let's just save. As you can see, this is how 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. Okay. Now we are going to add here our let's here one li tag or as a OL tag if you want to. We already close. So now let's move forward to our li. We already copy this one. Let's paste it here. And once the OL tag is closed, now also let's clear li and save. Okay, now we are gonna write our new one. So let's paste it here and paste it here. Okay, this is a OL tag is closed here. So now let's create a one more OL tag and let's paste and paste and save. Let's see our output how it look like. If you want to, let's just, as you can see, I create here li. You can also do that by that. Let's see, save, and we need to change our path here. Okay, guys. So let's just clear this one and let's write down a new one. Let's write down our OL tag and let's write down here counter reset as a capital A. Then li before, and let's write down counter reset or as a, let's write down our counter increment. I will write down as a small a content as a counters and give them as a dot. Then let's save and see. As you can see, 1, 2, and this is a 1. Okay, this is a 1.1, 2.1, 1.1, 2.1, 3.1, and this is once again 1.1, 2.1, and this is a 4.1 and 5.1. Why? Because we write down here our li tag. As you can see, a new OL tag here and also our li tag. That's why. If I clear this one, then as you can see, still here. This is a 4.1, 5.1. This is a part of our this one, and this is the part of our 3.1 or 1.1 and 2.1, and this is our 3.1 and 4.1, and this is our new beginning of our 1.1 and 2.1. Okay, guys. If you have any query, write down in the comment section. Okay. And also for the source code, don't forget to write your email ID in the comment section. Bye.